Right now at 6, an arrest made in the arson cases in 2 cities. What we know in the case. And fishing action in La Crosse. How much money is up for grabs at the Humminbird Classic.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski. We start with a News 8 follow-up. A man arrested on arson charges for fires in both La Crosse and Onalaska. News 8 Now's Grace Monk is live in the newsroom tonight. Grace, what do we know?
Police say they arrested 37-year-old David Sheldon after he allegedly set multiple fires in La Crosse and Onalaska. Sheldon is accused of intentionally setting fires near the Valley View Mall and near Troy Street in Onalaska Tuesday night. Police say Sheldon was arrested for reportedly stealing keys and entering a vehicle near Planet Fitness before the fires were started. Sheldon was arrested Wednesday morning, and he faces several charges, including arson of property and misdemeanor theft. In the newsroom, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Grace. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers is granting more pardons. Evers says that he just granted 210 pardons. In a statement, he said everyone receiving a pardon has put in the work to earn a second chance and the opportunity to keep growing. During his time in office, Evers has pardoned 2,237 people. Wisconsin is getting ready for National Night Out. It's coming up next Tuesday. Law enforcement, firefighters, and first responders get to connect with communities. There's block parties and safety demonstrations. To find out what's happening on your block, go to natw.org/cities/WI. We'll have that link attached on our website as well. Happening tomorrow, paid parking starts in downtown Eau Claire. Hours will be set from 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with no charge on Sundays and holidays. The fee is going to be $1 an hour from Lake Street to Madison Street, and surrounding areas will be 50 cents an hour. Elevated Juicery cutting their ribbon today. Located on Rose Street in La Crosse's north side. Doors open to the public tomorrow with a grand opening from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. Tomorrow's event will feature a live DJ, raffles, and fitness classes next door.
I felt like La Crosse was lacking, and I really just wanted to bring something here where I felt I could go and also help other people that either wanted to eat like that or had some of the concerns and health issues that I have.
The shop is next to a gym offering energy before a workout and recovery items for after. The Humminbird Big Bass Classic is underway on the Mississippi River in La Crosse. The 3-day tournament runs through Sunday and features $108,000 in guaranteed prizes. Anglers from 14 states are competing in a unique format with hourly weigh-ins instead of a traditional end-of-day catch. Overall grand prize is $20,000 for the biggest single bass.
The rain's really helped. Putting some oxygen in the water, it's turned the bite on a little bit. We've seen some bigger fish. Last hour we have a new overall big bass leader. Big fish are biting right now.
Fishing begins at 5:30 a.m. each day at Veterans Freedom Park in La Crosse. Biggest catch of the day was made by Samuel Bush with a weight of 5.45 pounds. And a bit of a wet one on this Friday. Greg, any more rain still in the forecast tonight?
Some could get quite a bit more, and others a little bit more tonight too. All in all, kind of that band that we thought set up a little bit further south has pushed a little bit further northeast, at least currently. So if you look at some of these 12-hour totals, more or less as you go further north and west. Obviously, Prairie du Chien had a lot of that earlier. They've had a break lately, but other mounts fairly light, with the exception of Preston, which had all that really last night to early morning. Continues to rain too. Other mounts have been fairly light. You can see the path. Really, this is the north side of the low pressure, which is in Iowa, shifting to the southeast. But if you're on the north side, you're getting it. We are seeing a little bit of a break right now in some areas, but still it's just light rain generally as you go Winona, La Crosse, or Eau Claire. All in the 60s right now with an east wind generally. There's the band, really, I-90 and further north. It's setting up right there. We're starting to see the further south area, which some dry air came in, beginning to fill back in. So to Decorah, to Prairie du Chien, they'll start seeing that. Also, you got some gusty northeast winds, especially as you go into Minnesota with this low pressure deepening too. It's really almost like a fall-like low pressure developing overhead. Give you an idea how it's going to fill in. That is how it's going to continue to fill in for the next 3 hours. So really, the rain's going to start picking up south of I-90, and it's going to lighten up as we go further north. So later on, we'll kind of break down the rest of all that activity throughout Saturday morning, what the weekend has in store, and how long these pleasant conditions actually will last, all coming up a bit later.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Greg. Well, Holmen has just been voted the top 10 safest place to live in Wisconsin. News 8 Now's Seth Padilla takes us into the village to explain.
Today, the community of Holmen is feeling proud. According to SafeWise's 2026 Safest Cities in America report, Holmen has been ranked the number 10 safest place to live in Wisconsin. The ranking is based on the latest crime data from the FBI, with the village of Holmen reporting significantly less crimes than other communities. Holmen reports 0.5 violent crimes and 4.7 property crimes per 1,000 residents. The police department of the village says it's not just their work that made this happen, but a whole community effort.
A proud moment, you know, in that the work that they do. I'm not going to say me, I'm going to say all those officers out on the road that are working midnights and seconds, and it takes more than just us to do that. You know, so you got to give kudos and thanks to all the village residents.
And for the families who live here, knowing their kids are in a safe environment is a weight lifted off their shoulders.
Holmen really brings a sense of community where you feel like you're able to walk on Main Street, walk into a store, and they know you by name. It just brings a sense of peace by living here, and it makes us feel like very welcomed and trusting.
And for those that move to the village from bigger cities, it is a welcome change for kids to be able to play safely.
Because I've lived in big cities all my life, even in neighborhoods where that was not the case. So it's a nice reward late in life.
And the police chief tells me he hopes this rating encourages more people to move here, whether that's families or businesses. Being ranked top 10 by this ranking is a big difference from other places in the area. According to this same list, with 111 cities listed, La Crosse ranks at 108th and Eau Claire is at 87. Reporting in Holmen, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now.
Aquinas students delivering meals to homebound residents. The high school's Impact program partners with the La Crosse County Senior Nutrition Program. Throughout the year, Impact holds several community service events, including back-to-school item drives, recycling drives, and assisted living visits.
I like to see the smiles on people's faces and know that they have someone to be there for them if they're by themselves.
Impact is open to all Aquinas students. New developments in the Tony Romo OWI arrest. The former QB is on leave from CBS until further notice. He was arrested last week in Milwaukee. Milwaukee County Sheriff's deputies say Romo performed poorly on sobriety tests and refused a preliminary breath test. ESPN is reporting Wisconsin native J.J. Watt is Romo's replacement. Still to come, Minnesota communities affected. Why investigators are probing whether Iranian hackers are behind water system attacks. And grocery prices soaring. How much food costs have climbed in the past 5 years. But first, a News 8 back-to-school tradition is returning. Join us for our Stuff the Bus campaign Friday, August 7th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Walmart stores in La Crosse and Onalaska. We'll be collecting school supplies, so stop by and help us stuff the bus.
Monday on News 8 Now this morning, we'll have more on the city administrator position in La Crosse and the lane closures starting. Plus, Nicole is your weekday forecast. We'll see you at 5 a.m.
At Stanton, for a limited time, kids get a free eye exam.
Penguins need clear vision. Kids do too.
Plus, glasses start at just $79. Made same day. Smart, simple. Stanton.
Save big money with Menards Spotlight Savings before the sun sets on these amazing deals. Prices are value after rebate. Natural Landscape Rock is only $2.49 per bag. A 25-pound bag of Signature Blend Bird Food, just $17.79. Pick up a 24-pack of fine tip markers, only $2.99. A jar of Fisher roasted peanuts, just $2.39. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
With a built Ford Tough truck, you instantly get more capable.
Especially with the quality of F-150 and Super Duty.
That's more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards for trucks than any other brand.
2 years in a row.
And keep all that quality safe with the Ford Security Package. The quality of a Ford truck with a great deal.
It could be life-changing.
Get 1.9% financing for 60 months, no payments for 90 days, and $1,000 toward your down payment on F-150, plus a complimentary 2-year premium maintenance plan.
Welcome to Breakfast with the Tiffanys, where nobody bites their tongue.
Tom, you've got to fix healthcare. No one knows what it costs.
I'm going to make it be more transparent.
Young families can't afford housing.
I will stop Wall Street from buying our homes and reverse the 400-year property tax hike.
What about waste and fraud?
We're going to audit every state agency to protect our tax dollars.
Tom, you know Ma's going to hold you to it.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
At Stanton, our progressive lenses are digital, customized for you. All distances, one lens. Get 2 progressives plus a free eye exam for just $175. Smart, simple, Stanton.
Federal agencies are investigating a cyber attack that hit water systems in Minnesota and 6 other states. Sources tell CBS News that it's possible Iranian-linked hackers are behind the attack, though President Trump said he thought otherwise. Bradley Blackburn has the latest.
President Trump is weighing in on the cyber attack on water systems that hit at least 7 states.
They like to say, oh, it was Iran. Iran should be so lucky. Iran's got bigger problems than worrying about Minnesota.
CBS News has learned more than 30 communities across Minnesota were impacted. Some needed to temporarily conserve water or switch over to manual operations. Trump, holding a cabinet meeting at Camp David, put the blame on Minnesota Governor Tim Walz.
You know who's behind it? Minnesota, because they're grossly incompetent. I think the governor's behind it. I don't think there was an Iranian cyber attack.
But U.S. officials and sources tell CBS News investigators are probing whether Iranian hackers are responsible, though confirming it could take weeks or months. Governor Walz responded on social media, writing, quote, Trump knows exactly who is responsible for this attack and knows that other states were hit too. This is what modern warfare looks like, and it further illustrates there's no plan to win a war with Iran.
I think you never expect it to happen to you.
Michael Thompson is the Public Works Director for Plymouth, Minnesota. The cyber intrusion interrupted communications at 2 of the city's water towers before his team took some devices offline.
If there's any lessons learned, we want to be part of that. We're working with our law enforcement agencies.
Federal agencies say hackers affiliated with Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps used a similar playbook in 2023, accessing multiple water and wastewater facilities. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Officials in Minnesota said there's no indication drinking water quality was compromised by the attack, and the other 6 states have not yet been publicly identified. Big news for Amazon shoppers. Amazon's received around $600 million in tariff refunds. Amazon says it may send some of that money back to its customers. Refunds would be issued automatically if Amazon can trace specific import charges to an individual order. Inflation at the grocery store has Americans using different ways to pay. According to CBS News, 1 in 4 working-age adults are using credit cards. 20% have tapped long-term savings, and about 5% have used cash from payday loans for groceries. Grocery prices have risen 32% over the past 5 years. We will have more news ahead, but first.
Once we get rid of all the sogginess, we're going to have a decent weekend in shape with comfortable conditions that'll last likely through Monday. So we'll break down what that means for temperatures and when we might actually see more precipitation. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Ashley's 72-hour sale is here. This Friday through Sunday only. Pay no interest for 5 full years with no money down. Plus, get up to 25% off your entire purchase. This weekend only at Ashley's 72-hour sale.
Some things have a way of lighting up our world. Words. Moments. People. The things that give us hope. And if you have early Alzheimer's disease, Kisunla is here.
Here comes the sun.
An anti-amyloid treatment for early symptomatic Alzheimer's disease, proven to slow the progression of the disease. Kisunla can cause amyloid-related imaging abnormalities, or ARIA, which is temporary bleeding and/or swelling in the brain. Your doctor may test for a gene that raises its risk. ARIA doesn't usually cause symptoms, but can be serious and fatal. Symptoms may include headache, confusion, dizziness, vision changes, nausea, difficulty walking, or seizures. Tell your doctor if you take medications to reduce blood clots. Do not take if you have a known allergy to Kisunla or any of its ingredients. Serious infusion-related and allergic reactions can occur. These are not all of the possible side effects. Call your doctor right away if you experience any side effects. There's a light within us all. Visit Kisunla.com to learn about evaluation and testing to see if Kisunla may be right for you.
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
I'm Emily Berge, and I'm running to represent you in Congress. I believe the people of Wisconsin get to decide what happens here, not the people who write the biggest checks, the people of Western and Central Wisconsin. I've built my life here. I've served this community, and I know politics can still be about people. In Congress, I'll stand up for us, because this seat belongs to the people of Western and Central Wisconsin. I'm Emily Berge, and I approve this message.
This weekend only, shop Ashley's hottest deals of the season. For 72 hours only, get up to 25% off your entire purchase. Plus, pay no interest for 5 full years with no money down. Friday through Sunday at Ashley.
Really, we're kind of dealing with a fall-like low-pressure system that really has deepened and then spun over to Iowa. We even had a little bit of dry air. We call that dry slot, kind of working into south of I-90, kind of cutting it off, the precipitation a little bit, but then it's going to fill back in with kind of the line sitting right to the north of the low. So this is really what you would see going into the fall and winter time frame too, but definitely much needed rainfall across most of the area with this low pressure, and the rates have been very slow for the most part, and that's good. It's allowing it to soak in. We haven't seen really high rain rates. These are some of the other totals so far. A lot of these areas further south you go, like Richland Center, you're definitely going to pick up a lot more tonight. In fact, the bulk of the rain probably will become later this evening. Other areas further north, like Montana, not in the way of seeing too much more, but still another 1/10 is possible. So decent rain amounts, like you said, we could use it. As you go further west, this is the 24-hour one. Back to Mankato, some of these areas have picked up over 4 inches, and they could potentially climb all the way up to 6 as all this ends. But really, kind of draped right Mankato right to the southeast, and eventually you're going to see a lot of that color down towards southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa as we go through tomorrow morning. But overall, that's what we're looking at right now with the low pressure. Here's your really band that's kind of set up just north of I-90, along north of I-90. So I thought maybe this might be a little bit further south, but right now it's kind of situated there. We've had a little bit of a gap as you go further south, and you can see overall, there's going towards the west. It's quite wet all the way across I-90 along this band. We had a little bit more moderate rainfall, but it's beginning to break up a little bit here, indicating we're going to start seeing this become more showery here in a few hours. Further south of Roquois on to Prairie du Chien towards Decorah, it's been kind of hit and miss, but now you're starting to see some of this band begin to fill in, and eventually this will begin to sink south. So a lot of these areas will start seeing that light to occasional moderate rainfall, especially as we go after about 9 to 10 p.m. And overall, this is kind of what it's showing. You're going to begin to break up the precipitation north towards Eau Claire and Ladysmith here. Showers will continue, but merely light after about 8 to 9. Everywhere else, it begins to sink south. La Crosse, likely you'll see steady rain to maybe about midnight, and then it's going to be off and on throughout the rest of the remaining of the nighttime. But south of it, as I mentioned, Decorah, Prairie du Chien, potentially up to Richland County, quite moderate rainfall going on until midnight. It'll begin to kind of taper off, but not for these areas until we get till Saturday morning. In fact, there could still be some showers going on 8 to 9. Everywhere else, as we go Saturday morning and waking up, it's going to be clouds will begin to decrease from north to south as we go throughout the morning, and then pretty much everyone will see a little bit of sunshine going in the afternoon. But we do have a cold front that's coming through, so you see a little bit of isolated showers popping up in the afternoon. Can't rule that out. Very isolated. That may continue Saturday evening until we get that cold front down, so something to keep an eye on, but once again, isolated coverage at best. And then Sunday morning, keep an eye on low clouds, fog development. That's always a possibility when we've seen this much rainfall and the temperatures get a little cooler at night. It won't last, but that could extend into Sunday morning for some areas, especially south of I-90. Otherwise, here's your precipitation to come. Note where a lot of the heavier amounts are. South and east of I-90, another 1.5 potentially in some areas through tomorrow morning. Temperatures tonight not moving much, about the upper 50s. Tomorrow, where you have less clouds, low 80s further north, more clouds lingering, probably upper 70s, but all in all, very pleasant. And Sunday, minus any low clouds we have in the morning, it's going to be another great day, upper 70s, low 80s with humidity-wise, very comfortable. And that continues on Monday. Tuesday, the same thing, but we do have a front coming through, and that's our next chance of rain. Tuesday night, Tuesday afternoon through Wednesday. That front may linger into Thursday and Friday, so we'll keep an eye on that. But otherwise, no 90s in the forecast, no dew points in the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
More like June-type conditions for the first week of August, really.
Yeah, it'll be a nice welcome to the month of August.
Yes, it definitely is.
All right, we will soak it up. Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, a shot like no other. Hear about one local athlete who won a national title in trap shooting. Cade is next.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Dental implants are often the best solution to severe dental issues. If you have infection in your mouth, it does cause trouble other places. A lot of people ignore infection for way too long. And when they finally do something about it, they say not only do they like what they did here, but they feel better overall. In the end, you can have a smile you're proud of and a very healthy mouth.
We're an implant-focused practice. If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Ron was an active guy.
I'm an outdoorsman.
Until plantar fasciitis pain hit.
My wife said, I'm going to take you to the Good Feet store.
Now?
I can do my happy dance. That's my Good Feet dance.
Come in for your free fitting.
Partners working together. Governor Tony Evers and David Crowley fought and delivered on healthcare, affordable housing, and schools. Tony Evers said David Crowley created thousands of new jobs, cut the county's local carbon emissions in half, and passed a balanced budget. And David Crowley is standing up to Trump and taking on AI data centers. Tell David Crowley to keep fighting for us.
Entyvio is the only gut-focused treatment for moderate to severe Crohn's and UC. Gut-focused Entyvio works right where you need it to block inflammation in your gut. With a legacy of more than 10 years, Entyvio offers the experience you need, lasting relief and steroid-free remission. And some people experience rapid symptom relief. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of liver problems and serious infection. Although unlikely, PML, a rare brain infection that can result in death, cannot be ruled out. Your doctor may test for TB. Tell your doctor if you are prone to or have an infection, sores, or flu-like symptoms. With Entyvio, you may be able to pay as little as $0 per dose. Ask your doctor if Entyvio, including the Entyvio pen, is right for you.
Gut focused Entyvio.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports.
In a sport long seen as a boys' game, one Onalaska trap shooter is making her own mark, one broken target at a time. Sports director Jacob Lenzendorf has the story.
Acrylic nails, safety glasses, and a shotgun. Alexis Stupi doesn't necessarily fit the stereotype of a trap shooter, but once she calls, she isn't just one of the girls on the range. She's the shooter everyone has to beat.
Especially as a female in a male-dominated sport, it was like, oh, I have a name for myself and I can be a representation for other younger women.
And that name she's made for herself in this sport finished in first place earlier this month when Alexis earned top female honors in the country after posting a score of 99 out of 100 at the USA High School Clay Target League National Championship, defeating 1,800 other girls who qualified.
I was super excited. We were waiting in line to get out to get to better parking, and I jumped out of the car. I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I won. It was really exciting. I was really happy, and I felt really proud. These 6 years I'd worked towards this, and it just felt great.
Stupi began shooting when she was 13 years old, thanks to some convincing from her grandfather. She says the sport has helped her in numerous different areas of her life and getting through all that comes her way.
It really taught me to overcome adversity really well and how to handle things that are not in my control. That I can't change the past, that I just have to move on and know that I can do better and know what I'm capable of and just improve for next time.
Stupi is not just breaking clay targets. She's taking aim at the idea that trap shooting is a boys' game. And for the girls watching from the sidelines, she has a message. Step up, call pull, and take your shot.
There's nothing really inherently male about shooting a gun. Anyone can go out and do it, and there's so many women that you can find that are local resources that can help, like me or other women that show up shooting. And even the men are super supportive. They love to see women here, and I think just try it, because don't knock it till you try it, really, because it's a lot more fun than you think.
Well, Alexis will be a freshman at Iowa State this fall, and she says her future in competitive trap shooting is not in her plans down the road, but she does want to continue taking part in the sport. I mean, Jacob glossed on it, but 99 out of 100 targets at the biggest stage. I mean, just how impressive that. You got to be locked in every shot, and the stamina to like keep the gun up every single time.
I mean, that's basically automatic. And props to her. She wore a GoPro for this story as well, and that didn't phase her aiming ability either.
I'm sure she not. I'm sure she hit it straight on. All right, thanks, Ken. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Real honest news between dance challenges and book recommendations. Follow us on TikTok at WKBT News 8 Now.
During the anniversary sale at Home Furniture, celebrate the savings. Right now, get our best finance offer and pay no interest until 2030, or get an extra 10% off the home price, like this Verona sofa, just $8.99. The anniversary sale, now at Home Furniture.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we know inspiration's in full swing this time of year. So bring us your wild ideas, and we'll bring the value on the quality supplies you need to make it happen at unbeatably low prices. Right now, during our summer battery power sale, get a free 2-pack of DeWalt batteries with a qualifying tool purchase. $160 instant savings on this new DeWalt combo kit. Plus, rewards members save an extra 10% in store during our rewards summer shop night starting this Sunday at 4 p.m. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
I have active psoriatic arthritis, but want to move with more freedom. So I'm ready to jump in with Skyrizi. Along with clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And it's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
Rest assured, at Home Sleep Express, the anniversary mattress sale is back. And right now on Prana Sleep and Thomas Cole Sleep, pay no interest until 2030 or get an extra 10% off sale prices. Find the ideal match for your perfect night's rest. The anniversary mattress sale now at Home Sleep Express.
All right, rain chances really will dwindle quite quickly for Eau Claire this evening. So a few showers. La Crosse probably more likely as we get after midnight. Although a few showers may persist all the way through sunrise, especially further south you go. All in all, the rest of the weekend is shaped to be dry. Dry conditions go through Monday. Their next chance coming Tuesday and Wednesday. But no 90s, as I said, no 70 dew points. Good weather.
Yeah, very comfy. Thanks for joining us at 6. We'll see you tonight at 10.